So with Instagram, there comes memes. And I saw a meme this week that I was not very happy with. And it was the Kim K meme. Now, there was a couple of them that were pretty funny. And, because she did, I guess, like a promo picture or something like that for the new Yeezys or something like that. And then so she's posing kind of crazy and she looks kind of crazy. Honestly, her body looks bomb. Just gonna go ahead and say that. Her body looks bomb in that pose. It's a little awkward-ish, but I mean, I feel like there was an intention behind that. And obviously the internet took it to a level where it was funny, I guess. And then it got not so funny because of what I saw. What I saw was it's a picture of her on the bed and doing that pose pretty much. They just I think the original picture is her on the bed, something like that. And then whatever. So then there's like 5 men standing around her, and each of them have different men faces on. And it's like basically the men that she has slept with. Now, at first I was just like, oh, huh. Then I'm like, wait a minute. These are all the men that she's basically been with. Granted, very publicly. But these are all the men that she slept with. So are we shaming her for her body count? Like, is this what we're doing? Are we body count shaming women on social media now? Because that's not right. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to joke around about her, and yeah, okay, she's been with a lot of men, but like shaming her or like making it seem like she out here getting mad dick and shit, like, that really got me upset. Because it's like, is it really that we have come down to this? And I don't just say this because I've slept with multiple people, because I haven't, or because I just feel that we all have the same right. Like, if it were a man, let's say it were a man who they did a picture like this of, they'll be like, oh man, he's a man right there. But it's a woman. So because it's a woman, people are just like, oh, she's a hoe, she's this. And they're basically body count shaming her. And I don't think that's right. Because how dare you publicly go out there and put a woman's body count on a picture with a picture of her laying down promoting her husband's shoes? Now, of course, her husband is in one of those is one of the men in the picture, but how dare you go ahead and shame a woman for how many people she has been with? That pisses me off so much, to the point that I had to get off of social media that day because I was just so upset with the way that society is nowadays. Of course, she's famous. She has money. She has this. So, but that doesn't give people the right to go ahead and just be like shaming her for how many people she's been with. Because I bet your hoe ass has probably slept with a lot more people. And I bet you, if somebody were to do the same thing with one of those dumbass pictures that you post on Instagram of you basically fucking naked, and then they put all the men that you have slept with, trust me, they wouldn't have space on the motherfucking picture to add all of them. So don't come on social media and go ahead and start shaming a woman for how many men she's been with and calling it a joke, because it's not. You're shaming somebody for being with the amount of people that they've been with. So don't come here and try to make it seem like it's a joke, because it's not. You're shaming a woman and you're shaming who she's been with. And that's not how it's supposed to be. A woman just has every single right, just like a man, to go ahead and have sex with as many people as she wants. So fuck all of that. Fuck it. Like, bro, like that shit, that really got me hot. I felt some type of way. Of course, I posted it on my social media. Shout out to all the ladies and men who comment, who DM'd me and let me know their point. Like, one of the people that shared their point of view, which I appreciated a lot because they made a lot of sense, but it wasn't the point that I was making. You know what I mean? And I let it be known that wasn't the point that I was trying to make. You know, I agreed with their point, but my point is, I don't care who she is. You don't shame a woman for how many people she's been with, and you don't. And another thing is you don't shame another man for the amount of people that they've been with. The reason why I feel so strongly about this, you guys, is I'm going to tell you why. A couple of years ago, I was ashamed of my body count. So ashamed of my body count that I decided to go celibate, because I'm like, there is no way that my body count is going to go up by the time that I get married and this and that. And then I started to realize that, what if, like, do I really want to get married? Because there's times that, like, listen, when I see some certain relationships and I see people out in the public and I see certain things, I'm just like, bro, I don't know if this thing's for me. Like, I might just find myself a little chocolate daddy and, like, you know, have him, like, you know, kind of get me pregnant and then call it a day. There's times that I want to, like, I really do see marriage, and there's just so many conflicting things with it. And one of them was my body count. I'm like, man, I want my husband to be this number on my body count list, and I don't want to surpass that, or I don't want this. And I was just ashamed of my own body count, to the point that I stopped being the sexual being that I was, because I didn't want my body count to go up. So that's why I feel very strongly about that, because I shamed myself on my own body count. Because truly and honestly, my future husband isn't going to care if I slept with 20 guys or if I slept with 2 guys. Because at the end of the day, that's not what he's with me for. He's with me because he loves me, you know, and because God truly wants us to be together. So that's why I felt so strongly about it, because I wouldn't want the same thing. And it was interesting because I saw how many bodies were on in the picture, and I'm just like, wait a minute, that's not even that many, like, you know, because she's very public. And it was interesting because I saw an interview that she did with Big Boy, and she talks about how she has gone through, like, a lot of her relationships very publicly. And I love that. I love that she goes through all of these things so publicly, because it shows other women the opportunity. It shows other women that you can be who you are, and you can sleep with who you want. You can accidentally get married to, like, you know, and when I mean accidentally, like, at the moment it's not an accident, but eventually you come to realize that it was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But that's just life, you know. And I just loved how she was so open with the audience of her show that has been around for 15 episodes, you guys, like, and y'all want to throw shade. Everybody want to throw shade, but it's funny because, like, Big Boy really loves her and really loves the family and really supports them. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, your body count is your body count. It does not change the person who you are. It's not going to change the person that you're going to be, because this woman is about to be a billionaire, and she really doesn't care about what other people have to say. And I very, very much so admire that. But yeah, like, don't ever feel like you have to feel bad for that. So, you know, thank you to you know, the person who made that meme, because it sparked up something in me that it was just like, no, that is not okay. And I'm happy that I was able to express it on Instagram. Shout out to everybody who didn't, like, judge me or anything for, like, being hella of a Kim K fan.